Hey guys, welcome to the Slumber Yard. In today's video, we've got a mattress comparison between the very popular Nectar Mattress, a dense memory foam option within the online space, and how that bed compares to the Saatva Classic, which is a more traditional inner spring pillow top bed. So in this video, we're gonna put these two head to head, kind of tell you everything that you need to know about them so you don't have to buy them for yourself to figure it out. We're gonna start off by talking about the policies that these two are backed by. Then we're gonna delve into the similarities between the two, kind of their commonalities that they share. We'll talk the differences, so what exactly sets them apart from each other. Of course, we're going to talk about price, and at the very end, I'll even sum things up with a final verdict for you, so stick around. If you didn't know already, my name is JD, and over here at the Slumber Yard, we review online mattresses and everything pertaining to sleep. So if you get something out of this video, you find it helpful, and we maybe guide you towards your next online purchase, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for so much more. And if you need any more information about these two beds that I'm about to discuss, head on down to the description box of this video for a lot more stuff linked there. But without further ado, let's get to it.
At the Slumber Yard, we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Alrighty, so right out of the gate, policies. What do you got to know in terms of all this stuff for Nectar and Saatva? And before I get into it, I do want to say that these brands did send us their beds for free to review and tell you guys about them. But in terms of policies, they kind of share similar stuff, but they're also a little bit different in, a couple regards. The first thing that they both have is free shipping, but the methods in which they get to you are going to be slightly different. With Nectar, this bed comes with standard bed-in-a-box shipping, where the mattress will likely arrive at your door stuffed inside of a big box that's around like 4 feet tall. They basically drag into your home and unpackage. And if you do it with a friend or a buddy or something like that, it's actually kind of fun to complete. And it's also pretty helpful as, mattresses, especially of the queen size nature, can be pretty difficult to move by yourself. Now with Saatva, this bed is not going to arrive in a box, but rather with complimentary white glove delivery. And this basically means that a local delivery service will basically hand deliver the beds to you full size. And in a lot of cases, they'll set it up for you and take away your old bed for free. I'll talk a little bit more about white glove delivery and all of its perks later on in this video. But in terms of what else policy-wise these beds are backed by, they both come with a 365-night trial period, so you get a full year to test these two options out in your home risk-free before you're completely stuck with them. And if within that time frame you end up not really liking the Nectar bed or the Saatva Classic for whatever reason, that's fine because you do have a return option. With Nectar, you can get completely free returns within that trial period, that first full year. But with Saatva, if you do want to send their bed back, since they incur a little bit more cost shipping the beds to you, they'll probably charge you a small transportation fee if you do decide to return the Saatva Classic, but we highly doubt many folks are going to be doing that anytime soon, as it's quite nice. Now, in the case of warranty, you do have a pretty substantial one with both of these options. With Nectar, they back their mattress with a forever warranty, and you actually get a lifetime warranty with Saatva. I'm pretty sure both of those are the same exact thing, but if you need to know the liner details and read up more about all the policies that I just went over for both of these brands, check down below in the description. Now, besides a lot of this policy stuff and the fact that both of these mattresses use a little bit of memory foam, there's not much in terms of similarities between these two. They're quite unlike in many different ways, so now let's get into the differences. And the first main one has to do with their respective constructions. With the Nectar mattress, this guy right here, this bed is an all foam bed by default. So that means it's entirely comprised of various foam layers, and it doesn't use any coils for support, rather dense foam. So this means it's probably going to work out the best for medium to petite sized individuals. If you're on the heavier end of the spectrum like myself, say in the range of like 200, 250 pounds, somewhere in there, you're probably going to want a hybrid bed that uses pocketed coils for support, just because pocketed coils in general, or beds that use them, provide a lot more bidirectional support and durability over time. Now the Saatva Classic is a hybrid bed. It actually uses two different layers of coils. You've got inner springs on the bottom, and then a layer of pocketed coils above that for even more targeted support, along with various foams and comfort layers. So for this comparison, we would probably point most heavier people towards the Saatva Classic as opposed to the Nectar mattress. If you're a bit heavier, you're probably going to be able to get by on the Nectar just fine. But the Saatva Classic, super durable hybrid option, probably going to be our pick for heavier people at the end of the day. Now these completely separate constructions also result in completely separate feels. So the Saatva Classic, since it uses those two layers of coils and a nice pillow top for comfort, it has more of a traditional pillow top or inner spring feel. We kind of liken this bed to more of a traditional hotel mattress, something that a lot of people are probably familiar with if you've slept on an older style of bed. The Saatva Saatva Classic just has a more traditional style of feel, something that a lot of folks out there are probably already used to. Now, with the original Nectar mattress, it's completely different since it uses viscous memory foam, primarily on top for comfort. It has more of a dense viscous memory foam feel. So it's similar to something like a Tempur-Pedic bed, so you're gonna hop onto the Nectar mattress and it'll feel pretty dang firm at first, but as you slowly start to sink into that top layer of memory foam, it'll kind of conform around the shape of your body and provide a little nook for you to rest in. So if you're into that body conforming sink in sensation, definitely check out Nectar. It's got one of the most popular feels in the online space for a reason. A lot of people out there love memory foam, but you have to know that going into it. And it's also pretty dang firm. Which leads me to my next difference between these two, firmness. So the Nectar mattress sits right at a proper medium firm on our scale, so it's gonna work out for all sleeper types, but it's probably gonna provide a little bit of a firmer profile for back and stomach sleepers who are looking for a bit more support on a nightly basis. But again, all sleeper types should be able to get by on the bed just fine. Now, in terms of the Saatva Classic, this bed is available in 3 separate firmness profiles. You've got a plush soft, a luxury firm, and a firm model to choose from. We usually steer people towards the luxury firm model as it sits right around a medium firm as well, so pretty similar to Nectar. But if you want a softer version of the Saatva Classic, check out the plush soft. That sits closer to around a medium, and the firm is obviously going to be much firmer than a medium firm. So with the Saatva Classic, you've got a few different firmness options to choose from if you maybe want to play around with those. And you also have a bunch of other options that vary in terms of firmness across both brands. With Nectar, they also offer the Nectar Premier, which is a little bit softer than the original Nectar at around a flat medium on our scale, and the Nectar Premier Copper, which is a little bit firmer than that, in between a medium and a medium firm. Saatva also has a memory foam option that's really nice called the Lumen Leaf. We'll link it down below in the description, along with the Saatva HD. I believe Nectar just came out with some hybrid models, which we recently reviewed, and we'll try to link all these beds that I just covered and kind of mentioned down below in the description if you want to check them out for yourself, at least more information about both of these brands. Now let's talk X factors. There are a couple things that set these beds apart, from the average things like firmness, feel, and construction. With the original Nectar mattress, this bed actually has a machine washable cover. So if this bed is in a guest room or maybe even a kid's room and it happens to get dirty over time, you can just unzip that cover and send it through your washing machine. Though you probably should hang dry it as opposed to tossing it in your dryer. Stuff does like to shrink in the dryers, we all know. Now with Saatva, I already kind of mentioned this, but they offer complimentary white glove delivery, but that is super nice to have, especially if you live in a rural location or somewhere remote like a high rise and you're kind of unable to unbox a big hefty bed like this by yourself. White glove delivery is always nice to have, and it definitely beats the whole standard bed in a box unboxing method. We'll try to link some more information about Saatva's white glove delivery policy process in the description box. And not to mention, it's completely free, which, speaking of, leads me into price. So how much are you going to be shelling out for the original Nectar and the Saatva Classic? And right up top, I do want to say that mattress brands change their pricing and promotions that they offer practically year round. So if this stuff is kind of different as when you're watching, check in the description box to see whatever is current. We usually like to keep that stuff up to date. But as of when I'm recording this video, you can expect to pick up a queen size Nectar for around $700, give or take, after discount. Nectar as a brand also likes to offer pretty nice bundles where they add in things like sheets and pillows for completely free. So check down below in the description to see whatever discounts and bundle promotions we can find for Nectar. Now for the Saatva Classic, since this is a much more luxurious pillow top hybrid option, you're obviously going to be paying a little bit more of a premium for it than Nectar. A queen size currently is available for around the $1,700 range, maybe just shy of that after discount. And we should have something with the Saatva Classic discount wise in the description box for you. And if you do use those discounts that are in our descriptions, it really helps us out over here at the Slumber Yard, and we really appreciate your support. But that pretty much sums it up for this comparison. I think the main takeaway for this is luxurious hybrid option with the Saatva Classic and more of a dense memory foam, all foam bed with Nectar. But the question remains, who should really go each way and why? Well, over here at the Slumber Yard, we would say look into the Saatva Classic if you're looking for a more luxurious hybrid option with a pillow top feel that's available in 3 different firmness levels, and you don't mind spending up for that white glove delivery service. And then check out the Nectar mattress if you're in the market for a firmer all foam bed with a dense memory foam feel, you like the sound of that machine washable cover, and you want the much more affordable option after discount. But hey, that's just our opinion over here at the Slumber Yard, and everyone's got one, so what is yours? When it comes down to this comparison between the Saatva Classic and Nectar, are you gonna go Nectar? Are you gonna go Saatva? Write us down below in the comments and let us know your thoughts. If you need any more information about these two options, as I've stated, check the description box for so many more helpful links and related content about all this stuff. We should have some stuff down there to help you in your mattress search. And if you found the video helpful at all, or you wanna help support us, like the video, subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. We really appreciate all that. But that's gonna do it for this one. one. Again, I'm JD. That's what's behind the camera. Sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.
You've been watching my Slumber Yard. My Slumber Yard. My Slumber Yard. Slumber Yard. Come on now. My Slumber Yard. Like and subscribe.